As you can see, we've got the Omega on the other side of the garage tonight. We got to jack it up. We've been having fuel system problems with it, pressure problems, supply problems, not sure. Been f***ing around with the pump, put the old Nova pump in. Actually made the problem worse, put a brand new pump in. As you may have read on Facebook, the new pump fell apart. Not even 2 hours of having it in the car. It left us stranded in Gimli at 1:30 in the morning. We ended up towing the car back to the track. Thankfully, Derek came out, brought some parts that my dad put together in the garage. We ended up putting the old pump back in, band-aid the car. I still made a 13.5 pass with it breaking up in third gear, so pretty impressed with that. I haven't made a 13.5 pass in this thing in almost 3 years. So I think, we do one or two good things and take one step backwards. So, but that's the Omega, right? So what we're doing now is I put Shelly to work here.
Hi.
Shelly's going to jack up the car. We're going to get the jack stands under it. And I'm going to go right through the whole fuel line. I'm wondering if something's blocking it, that we're not getting good pressure. Because I think we're getting max 3-4 pounds of pressure, and that's just won't do. So let's get the Omega all fixed up. Oh yeah, looking good, Shelly.
That's not a good... Okay. It's not on right now, is it? No. Yes.
I love her. Yep, check out that pump. Not even 2 hours old, and the diaphragm failed. So we're going to package this back up, put it back together, put it in the box, send it back for a refund. And this is what I'm going with now. We're going to go electric. I know I always say I like my mechanical. Oh, got to go mechanical. Mechanical. We're going to go with the, now Holly Sniper electric fuel pump. 110 comes with a regulator. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Well, we won't get it mounted tonight, but we're going to start. First thing we are going to do, though, as you can see, we've got the air up in the air. Get the air compressor going. We're going to blow out the line to where it comes to at the door here. Connects with a rubber, and then there's another line, of course, that goes to the fuel pump. We'll be clearing that out too. If you've been following me on my Facebook page, then you know of last Sunday, we basically band-aid the car together so my dad was able to race in Heavy Street. The car broke down on us Friday because of the fuel pump. Went out 1:30 in the morning, picked the car up with the trailer and the truck, which I had parked at the track. Have to thank Ryan, Amanda, and Ken. They came with me on the test drive, so Amanda and Ken stayed with the car. Ryan drove me back. We picked up the truck and trailer, and we were back at the track. So Saturday morning, called my dad up really early, got him to throw a box of parts together, including the old fuel pump. So that's actually what we have in here is the old fuel pump, which still had pressure problems. I was still able to bang off some decent passes, 13.6, 13.7, even got a 13.57, which is pretty impressive considering that it broke up at $5,000. So I have to thank a lot of people, including Daryl Ruck, for his help too. Again, Derek Fontaine, Amanda, Ken, Ryan, Glenn Novakowski, my dad. I have to thank myself for doing the work too. Dave Fontaine from Motion Performance, he came over and gave us some assistance too. I really hope I've remembered everybody there. We ended up getting the car somewhat band-aid together, and I figured with the closed exhaust and Dad running in and drive, the RPMs won't be up so high, and it won't run, the bowls won't empty out of fuel as much. So Dad was running basically 14.1 to 14.3 in drive with closed exhaust. And made some good passes, held in there, and actually took home Heavy Street. So congratulations to the driver who finally sought victory. It was basically a do or die run, Shelly, because I know it was Father's Day and all, but it was a tough decision I was going to have to make. I was seriously thinking of letting him go, but I guess he'll keep his job, and if he can get another win in 3 years, I'll be impressed. So we're going to fix the fuel system and go from there. Last weekend, I've been really lack on videotaping for DDS. That's my fault. I haven't been filming a lot of this car stuff, but we went through the whole motor in this 2 weeks ago, pardon me. We went through the whole motor, compression test, every cylinder, 180. Changed the spark plugs, put new, changed the wires, checked the resistance in the wires, checked the cap rotor and distributor, make sure they were good, rejetted the carb, and I think we got it running pretty decent. I'm really curious of what that 13.5 pass would have been if I didn't have that stutter at $5,000 or miss, so. Alright, the jack stands in place. Let's see if this is going to work. Ooh. Ooh. Listen to that creak.
Perfect over here.
Okay. Now what I'm hoping to do is like the Sniper, I had that plate that we put on the back on the fuel rail. I'm hoping to do the same thing with that electric pump. So otherwise I gotta sup the tank and I don't really want to do that. Okay, let's get busy. Shelly? Yeah. Can you bring me one bigger than a quarter? Yeah, I think it's 9:30 seconds. Here.
You don't need this anymore?
No, I need 9:30 seconds and a ratchet. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should replace this factory fuel line. Thanks, babe. Well, right now I'm trying to use this. I got the drain tater.
I know.
Holy f***, is that ever on there? Oh, oh, oh.
Did you get it or no?
Yeah, I got it, but I also.
Or,
Oh. Oh, well. Okay, well, this fuel line's no good. It's rock hard.
is that the factory?
Whatever it is, it's going in the garbage.
Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing coming out.
No. Okay, ready, Shelly?
Yeah.
They have cherries on the Walmart.
That's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave a blast in the beginning. Some stuff came out. I don't
Yeah.
know if that was just fuel. Or do you want to? Yes?
Yep. Oh, yep.
What's coming out?
There's nothing. Oh, fuel came out. Other than that, nothing. No dirt, no crap, no nothing.
Oh, that's good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I shouldn't put.
This is a perfect spot for a fuel filter.
Yeah, that's where we were going to put it.
Oh, that's good.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't put a rubber or a new line in.
Yes, it's good measure.
A bigger, thicker line. 3/8 at least.
What size is in there?
I thought there was 3/8, but I want to say it almost looks like a quarter. I think we do a rubber line.
Oh, I see.
I don't think that's the issue.
No, but I'm thinking while we're doing all the install with the electric fuel pump,
Might as well.
might as well.
Okay.
Just like we did with the Nova. Run it down the driver's side. No, we can't run it down the driver's side. We have to come down the passenger side.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound ghetto possibly, but are we gonna leave the line there for now?
No, if I'm gonna run a new line, I'm gonna run the line in its place.
No, I know what you mean.
But I also have to run a regulator.
You need to build a bracket for that.
So if I run the rubber line up this way, because I was gonna try and put the regulator right here,
Oh, okay.
off those 2 bolts. Or I just get a big metal rod in there and put the regulator right here. But then I'm worried about heat. But the
Well, you still
heat
got
here
there,
too. But you'll have more heat here from the
Yeah.
exhaust.
If you put it here, so you got your lines, your line coming from the tank or the pump,
Yeah.
going to the regulator, then you're gonna have to go. Whoop.
Nope, I'm gonna all run 2 straight.
Oh,
and
you're
get
gonna
one of those
get
kit
rid of
things.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. Then put it there. That's pretty slick.
Well, I got out the back half of the steel line. Looks like it's gonna take about 7.5 feet of 3/8. We've decided to go 3/8 line, although Shelly's doing more research right now. That's scaring me. Still gonna pull out the front section.
I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, up to 500 horsepower apparently, according to this, is 3/8 line or 6 AN.
Okay.
So you're fine.
Because we're only, well, just under 300 at the rear wheel. It's about 450, 500 up front. So that'll be good enough for the Omega. Well, if Derek's saying to go steel braided, maybe I should use that AN hose you have.
But I thought that was 6.
Huh?
That was 6.
Wasn't that the same 6 and 3/8?
Oh yeah. Yes. If there's enough there.
Oh, you got a whole box.
Yeah, but that is deceiving. Yeah, Aeromotive says up to 425 horsepower, 3/8 for return inlet and outlet. I trust Aeromotive.
Okay.
Okay, where are we going with it?
Is it unbolted?
Yeah.
It's loose?
Yep. We're going down with it?
Yeah, pull it your way. Okay.
Hold on, I'm getting wedged.
Okay, I just hold it from the starter so it doesn't hit the positive of the starter.
Okay. Sorry, you're getting wedged. So
That's okay. I'm not worried about it bending a little. Okay. Okay, one sec. Okay. Pull? Or are you pulling?
I'm pulling.
Oh, okay. Ah, there we go.
Can I pull one?
Yeah. You may have to turn it. There you go.
Got it.
That's it. There you go, Shell. Give it a good tug.
Out.
Sweet.
Done.
So we'll measure this up as well. See how much fuel I'm going to need. Nice.
Ha.
46 to 54.5 to 67 and 67. So we need another 6 feet, 6.5 feet. Found some steel braided line from Shelly's Chevelle project back in the day when they were first building her car. I guess it was ordered and never used, so we have it in stock. Shelly's giving me the go-ahead to use it. So we're going to use that to replace our very tiny fuel line and upgrade the fuel system. But I think before we start running the hose, really I got to get that pump mounted in the back there. So I think I'm going to do it like I did with the Nova here. I don't know if you can see it there, where I got the plate on the fuel rail. I'm going to do something similar and hang that pump from the fuel rails on this car. And then I'll worry about running the hose after. So we're just running the fuel line in the car now. Like, I just made a couple P-clamps. I got to make a couple more, but I guess I'm finding this so frustrating because I find myself under a timeline here and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like being on a timeline. I'd rather just take my time and do stuff. But and it's new to me too. This kind of so. What we have gotten done so far is we found a plate, much like the Nova. Much like the Nova here. Oh, get under the car. We've taken a plate and mounted it on the fuel rails. And there's the pump attached to it. And then the pump is coming from the tank. And then right now this other line up here, that's going to go up and along the frame down. And where we had a hard part here is trying to keep it away from that emergency brake. So you see that little bracket there we made that pushes the cable away from the emergency brake. That was a little frustrating, but we got through it. Shelley tried to keep me calm because I'll admit I'm a bit of a wreck. This is really starting to piss me off, but okay, let's keep going down the side of the car. So.